Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm platooned up with Hoops and Drewski. Hoops is in his Object 260, Drewski's in his M48 Patton, and I am in my 30B. We're on Redshire 1944 Standard Battle. Redshire 1944, the 9-0 line is a little bit more open, so it's not as slow progressing, I feel like. But if you get a lot of tank destroyers on the K line, it really helps if you're in the south to just fall back, fight the ridge, make them come over, get destroyed by RDN tank destroyers along with your guns. Just a small tip to make it easier for you. So in the north, I really don't like to go to that choke. If I'm in a big heavy, I'll go there just because if they do push, then you need to be there. If I'm in a fast tank, though, I'm taking the 1-2-3 line, and I'm going to take it pretty hard, get people spotted, make sure my artillery works. Yeah, but I enjoy this map. I like Redshire non-1944 variant, or the normal variant, whatever we want to call it, a little bit better. But it is what it is. Spot the chisel, try to snapshot a shell in there. 30B is not a snapshotting medium tank. And I will still forever complain about them taking away the shell velocity on this thing. That was my favorite part about this tank. I think I had like 800 games played in it, and then they nerfed it, and they've brought a lot of the statistics back on it, but just not the shell velocity. So I guess I traded the shell velocity for the turret armor, which does get some bounces, even though it's got this gigantic cupola. It's not a bad tank. It loses a little bit of accuracy, and that's where the shell velocity kind of made up for it. Just because as soon as you pulled the trigger, your shell was there, and he was a really good scout destroyer. You could just pursue the scouts with your speed, and then you didn't really have to lead them. You could just auto lock, and as soon as you pull the trigger, they took damage. So to me, it was kind of that role of long range sniper, but not very accurate to consistently do it like the Leopard. But then also could just pursue scouts that were caught out alone. And it can still do that, but when you're not very accurate and your shell is slow to where you need to lead and you can't watch where you're driving, it makes it a little bit more difficult to chase scouts around. So now it's just kind of like a crappy Leopard 1, in my opinion. Alright, so let's get into the gameplay. We're up 1-0, and I'm just working this ridgeline. Generally, working this ridgeline, I can get shots across into the 9-0, but once again, 1944 gives it a little bit more flat cover over there, so you can't farm the heavies as much as you can in the non-1944 version. Missed Type 4 heavy there. Not sure exactly where that shell went, but once again, it's the trolley gun of this tank. Land a shot there, and he is painfully slow. So send one more. We land that shot. There's a heavy tank right on the other side of this ridge here, but he can't spot me. Alright, so then we have a Object 705A. He is also tragically slow, so we are going to load up, and we are going to shut him down. Alright, now we're starting to pick up some damage here. And we'll see if any of them get too far to the right, or their right, so they'll be on the 9-0 line, kind of exposing themselves. And keep an eye on the map. Our team is playing below the ridge on the G line, kind of like what I talked about in the beginning. It forces them to come over and forces them to walk over into the open RD/tank destroyer firing lane, but we do not have any tank destroyers, so they will be safe from that. Now, I start to fall back, and I see that Drewski has not fallen back yet, so I let him know that we need to get out of there. They've taken the 1-2-3 line, and it is going to get really hot, so I'm going to try to give him some cover fire on his way out. Try to shoot that standard B. I get trolled by the gun again. I don't know how. I think he just dipped down into the side of the mountain. And Drewski says that he should be good there since he's not going to be getting shot from the 9-0 line. But then they just start to push on him, and he's kind of stuck in that situation. Sorry, bud, I'm not going to be able to shoot you out of there this time. Not that I risk my tank for them. Not in this situation. They give me crap for it. But somehow he pops out the other end. That's just Drewski for you. He just makes good out of some crappy situations. And the E5's looking at me. He asked me to shoot at the 705A. I let him know that I have an E5 looking at me, so it's kind of tough. But I start to focus on the 705. I'm not able to get his track off. Artie gets his track off, so I'm hoping we can. The shell sails high. I don't know that I should have penned him with that shot, but I'm kind of glad that RNG allowed me to get that in there. I let him know I do not have a shot on him, and Drewski goes down, unfortunately. Alright, so we track the 705 since Artie just hit him. I'm hoping that our artillery can take him out, and we miss that shot too. It is 9-8. Oops is full health. He's going to go in and take care of the 705, and then we can deal with bigger and better things. And he gets some track, so I'm able to shut him down. My gas tank is broken, so I could fix it, especially since I don't carry a fire extinguisher. It's probably not a bad idea to do that. However, I do carry a large repair kit, so I don't want to waste $20,000 just to fix my fuel tank. Hopefully that doesn't cost me in the end here. Alright, so they have 3 tanks, 2 Arties. We have 5 tanks, 2 Arties. I don't like the fact that our heavies are driving through the middle of the map. Get that standard B spotted, miss our shot into it. And now we're on hot pursuit. Really what we want to do here is just get their team spotted back in the northwest corner. That way our artillery can just dominate. And let's see what we got here. We got a chisel. And I'll leave that chisel alone. We'll get a shot into Artie. And the chisel is really not going to be a threat to me unless he comes over. Which if he comes over, then the heavies will be able to help me out with him. And that's why I chose to take care of Artie there. If the tanks aren't doing anything, they're not bothering anyone, then just leave them there. You don't have to go in and sacrifice yourself. Just let them sit there and do nothing, and that'll be fine. So Hoops runs in there, so here I come. I let him know I'm coming. Now I'm a little late because I didn't realize he was going to make that play. So we try to get a shot into the side of the chisel, but it has a spaced armor. And we just do a full ram, plow into him, take him down. And now we're trying to preserve Hoops' health here. And we try to get in between. We take a shell for him. Just trying to make up for some lack of teamwork I had with Drewski. And Hoops survives that. Does he get Artie bombed now? Like, that's Artie 101. Like, kill the guy that should have died, but he made it through. Just to remind him how scummy Artie is. Alright, so we land that shot. We throw down 4,300 damage, pick up 2,100 assisted. Overall, nice result in the 30B. And we're on to the Tusk contract. We got 60 days to complete it, and this was a while ago probably. I made quite a few videos stacked up on my channel, so that way I could just upload them as I go, since I have been so busy as of late. But yeah, Ace Tanker in the 30B. Not the most impressive game in a tier 10 medium, but it's kind of hard in this tank to make it work like we used to be able to. But I'll quit babbling. Hope you enjoyed. That's all I got for you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.